The performance pathway actually encompasses our entire pathway, right the way through from local clubs and scenes at the dry slopes and indoor slopes, all the way through to our elite GB park and pipe squad. It all starts really, like I said, with the dry slopes, indoor scenes, getting to ride, getting into your local system, beginning to ride some park features. There's then something called the Home Nations Academy in Scotland, England and Wales, where really you're offered some supplementary training activities on top of your local club and scene. That could be anything from riding an airbag, doing some gymnastics, going skateboarding, diving, etc. These happen a few times over the summer, and then actually we take them all the way onto a winter camp as well. Beyond that, we have something called the GB Development Programme, which is really for the part of the pathway just beneath the elite team. That's for riders identified as having a need to ride bigger features, such as what we have here in Laax, on a more full-time basis. It does change according to the individual, but typically we have riders out here for the entire winter, making sure that they can get their education done at the same time.
And how does that work? Because presumably it's quite a costly thing for them to do. They have to fund that, but they get free coaching from top coaches like you?
Yeah, exactly. So whereas in the Home Nations they're still paying access for the entire camp, by the time they make this part of the pathway, coaching is provided, there's some infrastructure provided there too, so it's a case of just getting out to resort and meeting the own costs of actually being here.
And what is an average day like for people on that programme?
Get up pretty early, get up here, ride the jumps, ride the whole course. We can be working on anything from an individual trick on a rail or a jump, or even in a half pipe, all the way through to actually training full slope style runs all the way down the entire course. That'll run all the way through to lunch, small break, back on it after lunch if the conditions are good. Sometimes we'll maybe tone it down a little bit, maybe ride some more rails, or let the athletes go and ride together a bit more in the afternoon. And then 2-3 times a week we'll use the Freestyle Academy, which has trampolines, and also jump into an airbag as well, which is great for training some of the takeoffs that we go for.
And these are the athletes, as you say, that are expected to, or very likely to, make it to the top. So they could be World Cup athletes, Olympic athletes. Yeah,
it's we've got a pretty big spectrum in there. We have 13, 14-year-olds all the way through to 18, 19 who may be riding Europa Cups already during this winter. So it does vary according to the athlete, but they are identified as having the potential to ride all the way through to the main elite team.
And you mentioned the young ones who still have educational requirements. How does that work out here if they're here for the whole winter?
Yeah, it's not a Sky. They are working hard. Just about everyone involved out here is either still involved in a full-time education back home, or a college programme or an online degree of some sort. So it does vary from individual to individual because of the age differences, but we do make it work.
Ben Kinnear, thanks very much for your time.
No worries, thank you.